Hello, everyone. Welcome again to our Zoom version of KidStuf. We're glad you and your parents were able to join us this month. I'm your host, Chad. You know, things are still very, very different around here. We're still trying to stay safe, and we're doing things on Zoom meeting instead of going to church. It can get pretty frustrating, but instead of focusing on all the negative stuff, I think we should focus on the good stuff, like summer. I bet Bryce has lots of good ideas and fun things to do this summer. Bryce, are you there?
Hey, Chad, did you mention summer? Because that is one of my favorite seasons. Well, I mean, I know it's like really cold and rainy right now, but there were a couple of warm days not too long ago. Warm days are great. That's a great time, to get outside and have all the fun in the sun. Oh, excuse me, just a second. I got a text. Dan is the funniest. He has the best gifs or gifs or whatever. Sorry about that.
Okay, you were saying something about the things you do on warm days.
Warm day. Oh yeah. So when it's warm, I love to be outside in the sun and maybe playing baseball or soccer with my kids. Just all sorts of stuff we do, and to hang out and enjoy the nice weather. And oh, hey, hang on a second. Just a quick Twitter post. I just need to follow up with here.
Gee, Bryce, you know, it kind of feels like you don't want to talk to me.
What? No. I'm sorry. No, Chad. I do. I'm sorry. You've got my full attention now. All right. What were we talking about?
Okay, summer and warm weather plans. My family and I like to eat our dinner on the patio in our backyard during the summer. Bryce, really? Are you having a hard time focusing? It's the conversation between you and me today, man. It seems your phone is quite distracting.
Yeah, you're right, Chad. My phone does distract me from a lot of things, it seems like. Jen's always telling me to put my phone down. But I just don't want to miss anything. I got the FOMO, fear of missing out.
I understand, Bryce, but technology and all the screens we have in front of us all the time, they can really draw our attention away from things that we, should be paying attention to, especially now when we have to spend even more time in front of the screens.
Right. I know. I have to be on my computer for work, and then we have these Zoom meetings for work, and I FaceTime with my parents at least once a week. I didn't even like technology a couple of months ago. Now I think technology is in everything I do. And when I can't go to restaurants I want to, and I can't see the people I want to see, and I can't hang out with the people I want to hang out with, or do the things I want to do, it seems like my phone's become my best friend. I mean, it's like part of my hand. I can't even get it off. I know I need to do other things, but I just can't seem to stop myself. Chad, help me. Oh, hang on.
Bryce, the first thing to do when you have a problem is to admit that you have a problem. So you're on the right track. First of all, technology is a necessity these days. So let's focus on the good things about it for a moment. We can use it to connect with each other and the kids at home for KidStuf, and you get to connect with your parents every week this way too. Isn't that a good thing?
Yes, I do love that about technology. I would be lost without getting to talk to my parents at least once in a while.
Now, let's not focus on the bad stuff. Let's focus on what you can do when you get that feeling that your phone is part of your hand. Are there times in your day when you don't have to be on your computer or phone?
When I'm eating, I can't really type. Well, I can't really type one-handed. That's not so good. I might get food all over my phone. That'd be no good, would it?
No, that would be no good. So focus on that mealtime for a moment. Could you put your phone in another room during meals so you're not tempted to be on it?
Well, that's a great idea, Chad. What if I even turned off the sound? Then I won't hear it while I'm eating. That would work, wouldn't it?
Yes, now you're thinking. See what happens when you focus on just one idea at a time?
Chad, I think you might have a problem. You're saying the word focus a lot today. If you admit you have a problem, that's half the battle. See what I did there? I used your words and flipped them back on you. You like that?
Well, Bryce, I don't think it's a problem for me. I'm using the word a lot today to help you find a solution to your technology addiction problem. Also, many people are having the same problem during this pandemic or quarantine time. Our normal life has been disrupted, and when that happens, it's like a shock to our system. Our brains are overloaded with fears, new normals, and we are sad and disappointed about our favorite things that we are missing. When we focus on one thought at a time, it helps us figure out solutions to our problems.
That's good thinking, Chad. You really are pretty smart. But how do we know what to focus on?
Well, that's a good question. And there's
Thank you.
one thing we can focus on that will help us know what to focus on. Can you guess what that might be?
Something we can focus on to help us know what to focus on. That's like a riddle. I don't know, Chad.
Actually, it's not a thing to focus on, but a who. That's a little clue for you.
Who to focus on? Well, I've seen the Dr. Acton on TV talking all the time about things we can do during the COVID crisis. Should we be focusing on her?
Well, Dr. Acton does have a lot of good information for us, but the who I'm talking about is God. When we keep our focus on God, He will guide us and help us to know the things that we need to focus on. But focusing on something we can't see is hard, isn't it? Which leads us to our virtue for the month.
I was wondering when you were going to get around to that. Where was your focus, Chad?
Right, Bryce. Well, please give me a drum roll on your legs, and I will reveal this month's virtue.
How was that? Huh? I can focus.
Great. Thanks, Bryce. The virtue is faith, trusting in what you can't see because of what you can see. Can you say that by yourself, Bryce?
By yourself, Bryce. Sure can. Man, I got lots of jokes today, Chad. They're not even all written down for me. Sure, faith is trusting in what you can't see because of what you can see. That's like another riddle. I see what you mean, Chad. I can't see God, but I know that He's there. Having faith that God is there and is in control, that can help me focus on, helps me to not focus just on my fears and worries, right?
That's exactly right. Now, if you want to learn more about faith, let's go see what the Clubhouse kids are doing. I think if we focus on them, we might learn something today.
It's a good idea, Chad. And I'm going to go put my phone in the kitchen so I can focus on the Clubhouse kids and not on my phone. You see, Chad, it's working already. Instead of magic hocus pocus, you did a little hocus focus.
Bryce, your brain amazes me.
Yeah, me too, brother.
Where is everyone? I've been sitting here for 5 minutes. Let's get this meeting going. We've got a lot of work to do, and I've got to show everyone my new gadget. Wait, I'm getting a text from Vinny. Oh, wait. They're all waiting in the Zoom room, waiting room. I have to let them in. I forgot to admit people to the meeting since I'm the host. Hey, Vinny.
Dude, Gordo, I've got work to do. You forget about us?
Sorry, Vinny, and everyone.
Hi, everyone. Gordo, I'm finally glad you remembered us. I was getting as impatient as a kid at Christmas time. Gloria's asked us all to help plan our virtual summer party, and I have lots of ideas.
You do, Grandpa Henry? Mom was telling me that you weren't joining this call. I didn't know you loved summer so much.
Oh, of course I do. We've been cooped up in the house for so long during this crazy possum-demic quarantine time. It'll be good to at least get outside and have some fun.
Hey, everyone. Grandpa Henry, you are so right. Ugh, this spring has been rainy and cold. I haven't been able to get outside to get some of that important vitamin D from my skin. Ugh, I look so pale and blah.
You said it about being rainy, Cammie. My garden is a big mud hole right now, and my dear little plants, oh, they're gonna drown if it doesn't dry up soon.
Hey, Tyler just sent me a text. He's not able to get on. Oh my goodness. He's making a movie about Noah's Ark.
Hey, that's very funny.
Hey, tell Tyler I got a good title for him. Need an ark? I know a guy. Dude, I cracked myself up.
Very funny, Vinny. I've been busy lately as well. I'm building my new GPS, the Wayfinder 2000. It's so cool. Once you do get out of this quarantine for real, I will never get lost again.
Gordo, I didn't know you were working on that. Have you gotten lost before?
Oh, yes, Grandpa Henry. You must be forgetting the time that I got lost and couldn't find my way back from the grocery store when I did that errand for Mom last year.
Wait, Gordo, the grocery store that's only a block or two from your house?
Yeah. But when I left the store, I got all turned around and I ended up riding my bike in the opposite direction of the house. And then when things didn't look familiar, I turned down another street and really got myself turned around. I just kept riding thinking I was getting closer, and finally I had to stop and ask for directions from someone on the street. I finally made it home. It was really scary, and I don't ever want that feeling again. So I invented the Wayfinder 2000 here.
Wow. Yeah. Feeling lost is a terrible feeling, Gordo. You know, this whole quarantine thing has made me feel a bit lost. Yeah. Things I normally do, I can't do, and I just don't really know what to do lately.
Well, Sam, I know how you're feeling. When I get feeling lost, I just pull out my own kind of GPS, and here it is.
GPS? Grandpa Henry, that's just a Bible. That can't help you find your way when you're lost like my Wayfinder 2000 can.
Yeah, Gordo, I have a Bible, but I don't think you'd want to use the maps in the back of mine unless we were in Bethlehem.
Well, this here Bible does give directions. Like Gordo's technology thingy will. It doesn't give them exactly the same, but it has given me good directions as to what God has to say about how I should live my life.
I never thought about it like that, Grandpa Henry. The Bible doesn't give you directions like north, south, east, or west, but it does give us directions on how to act, right?
Well, I've been physically lost, and it's scary. The Bible is all well and good, but I can't see God, so how am I going to use His Word to find my way? All I need is this wonderful gadget here.
No, Gordo, I'm going to have to agree with Grandpa Henry on this one. You can't see God, but if you have faith in Him, you know He is there and that He will help you find your way.
Yeah, I agree with Cammie. Sometimes it's hard to have faith in something when you can't see it. But when I'm out in the garden, I feel the wind. I can't see it, but I know it's there.
You kids have the right idea. Gordo, when you were lost and scared, what was going on in that head of yours?
Well, I was kind of talking to myself, trying to talk out where I needed to turn and how far. I think I might even have asked Jesus to help me. That might have come from some of those VBS songs I learned when I was younger.
VBS, another reason to love summer. I learned all sorts of stuff at VBS. I think I still have my macaroni cross necklace somewhere in my bedroom from a few years ago.
I think I still have mine too, Vinny. I made mine with gold sequins. But Gordo, I think I get what Grandpa Henry's trying to get you to see. You did use God's wayfinder. You prayed, and he helped you to find your way home.
Well, all I said was, Jesus, help me. Was that a prayer?
Yep. Sometimes you don't even know what to pray. But if you just say the name of Jesus and have faith that he will help you, he surely will.
I did a lot of praying like that when my grandma was in the hospital. I also remembered all the lessons from VBS and Sunday school, and even though I didn't know what to say, I just asked God to help her.
I think I'm getting it, but there have been times that I've prayed and I didn't get what I prayed for. I have faith in God, but he didn't help me.
Gordo, faith is sometimes hard to hang on to, especially when you don't get what you pray for, and especially when you don't get what you pray for right away. But God isn't like a candy machine. Just because you ask for something, we might not get it right away or ever. It's hard, I know. That's why I rely on God's word, my GPS, to help me when I don't understand. It's taught me to trust God no matter what.
You know, I've been thinking a lot about that lately, Grandpa Henry. I've been praying a lot that this whole quarantine COVID thing would be over and we could get back to normal. I really want to go buy some more plants for my garden. But here we are, almost 3 months later, and things are still a little weird.
Yeah, the community swimming pool isn't going to open, and I got the most outstanding new clothing line for all the bathing suits. I'm so disappointed because I love to swim in the summer.
Dude, and when I go to the skate store to get new wheels for my skateboard, I have to wear a mask. Not cool.
Kids, I totally understand your frustrations. I'm frustrated too. But I just keep my faith in God, and I know that he is in control. He guides me to focus on him and not on my disappointments. It's not easy, but that's what helps me.
Grandpa Henry, you are pretty wise. I think you're right. My Wayfinder 2000 might be good for helping me find my way back from the store, but faith in God is what helps me from feeling lost.
Now you're talking, Gordo. Hey, aren't we supposed to be planning a virtual summer party for Mrs. F?
Oh, that's right, Cammie. Yeah. I have a great craft idea for the party. Painted ladybug rocks from the rocks you can find outside around your house or along the road, and paint you can make from flowers like the ones in my garden.
Cool, Sam, and I want to teach everyone how to do the surfing dance I made up the other day on my skateboard.
And you know what? I have the most wonderful costumes that I can bring. Maybe we can set up like a costume booth. Oh, that would be so wonderful. And this party is really coming together. We can each log into Zoom and do these activities together at the same time.
You kids rock. I know Gloria's baking up lots of goodies that I'll be delivering up on your front porches on the day of the party, so we can each eat yummies together.
I guess when a group has faith together and focuses on something together, good things happen. Hey, thanks everyone. I'm glad I have friends like you to keep me going in the right direction.
Did you learn anything about focus from the kids today, Bryce?
Yep. Having faith in God, even though you can't see him, is kind of like having an internal GPS. God can help you know what to focus on.
That's right, Bryce. Maybe you also got some good ideas of things to do outside when the weather is warm enough. Do not involve technology.
Yes, gardening, crafts, dancing, exercising, exercising. All those things sound like fun. Almost all of them. All of them. Yeah, all of them sound like fun. Thanks for doing your little hocus pocus thing for me, Chad.
Anytime, Bryce. That's what friends are for. Kids, make sure you and your parents keep an eye on the Rolling Plains Kids Praise Facebook page for announcements for fun things that Miss Heather has in store for us this summer. We'll see ya. Have fun.